Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Dolays and welcome to a brand new series. This is Titan Souls. Now, before we get into the game, we have some things to talk about. Namely, the lack of content from my channel in the recent, week and a half, 2 weeks. I've had some technical difficulties on my side. Namely, my graphics card has basically just died on me on my PC. So yeah, it's been a little bit of time. I need to get a new graphics card ordered, and I'll probably end up getting the RAM as well, and just fixing my computer. But what that means is that recording things is a lot more difficult because I'm currently using my laptop. My PC has all my settings, all my save files, all that kind of stuff. Plus, I use an older version of OBS to record on my PC because I use Windows 7 and I've just never updated the OBS. I like the version I have. But my laptop is Windows 10. It has a newer version of OBS. So learning how to, getting everything figured out and getting everything recording properly has taken some time. This is Oh man, it's been a long time coming to just make this video just because of all the settings I've had to change and everything. Just trying to figure things out. So what does that mean for the channel? Well, videos are going to be slowly coming back. I hope to get videos up daily again. The Overwatch League Weekly Recaps will be returning. However, for the time being, it's going to take me some time to make those. I'm a couple weeks behind at this point, and yeah, there's a lot of work to be done there. The Minecraft and Terraria and all of the other series will return once my PC is fixed. But for now, we're going to play Titan Souls. We might even play an old Minecraft series that we kind of gave up on because, ironically, my laptop is a better computer than my PC. Graphics card wise and RAM wise, it's better in every way. So, yeah, there is some upsides to this, but it's going to take me some time to get everything figured out, all the settings and all that. So for the time being, we're going to play Titan Souls. And full disclosure, this is the second time I've tried recording this. I recorded it one time and the audio was way too loud for the game, to the point of it drowning out my voice. So hopefully that is fixed and all that. One, so I don't have to do this again, but two, so that we can kind of play through this and actually have some fun. So I do know the three bosses, which is probably the only three that we're going to play today. I've already beaten them and all that kind of stuff. But we're going to start from the beginning. We're going to start with a fresh game and go from there. So if you are unaware of Titan Souls, it's an interesting little game. Very pixely, I know. I like that. It's been on my radar to play for quite some time, and I've been meaning to play it for either streaming or the channel. And yeah, basically this is just a really cool game where we're this dude with an arrow, and the arrow returns to us, and we can run and roll. If you are familiar with games like Shadow of the Colossus, it's basically what this is, but a little bit different. So one thing I'm going to do real quick, I'm going to turn the music down just a little bit. It's a little bit loud for me. It should be fine for you guys. But yeah, we can run, we can roll, and yeah, we can also swim and climb and all other sorts of things. But like I said, I have already played this, so it's not fully blind. But apart from the first three bosses and a couple of other bosses I've seen, but not actually played, there's not much to say about, spoilers. I don't know much else about the game. There is a bunch of bosses, and that's pretty much all there is to it. So I just want to show off that we can actually swim. And then these over here are vines, which we can climb up. Kind of cool. Probably will come into play later. But yeah, we have some bosses. They're in these rooms. And if you look above the door, there's the square within the other square. Right above the door. It's kind of on the door frame. That is a nice indicator to tell us that we've beat the boss or not. Because we need to shoot the eye to open the door. And then up top there is a little icon That looks like a heart, because it is. That looks like a square block, because it is. And this one looks like a brain, because it is. All of those are these three bosses I have played and beaten a couple of times at this point. So don't expect me to be surprised by it. But outside of these three, I've seen a couple others, and that's about it. So yeah, the cool thing is I don't know what that says at the bottom. Some weird script language. I wonder if we'll get a translation of that later or something. But yeah, this is a really cool, like, Shadow of the Colossus game. If you've never heard of that game, honestly kind of surprising. Despite, I know a lot about Shadow of the Colossus, but I've never actually played it. And I know that most people, we died. Don't expect me to be good at this game, especially this boss. This boss is surprisingly difficult. The slime boss is the most difficult of the three that we're going to be playing today. And it's kind of a shame that my original footage was too loud on the game side, that drowned me out, because I actually had some problems with one of the bosses coming up, figuring out what to do, and it was actually kind of entertaining. So yeah, we just shoot the slime until there is just the heart left. Aw, that was close. Then we just gotta shoot the heart. Most of these bosses do take like just one hit, which is unusual. Typically bosses in games take multiple hits, you know? They have life bars and all that. But that's it. We defeated our first boss, and now we absorb its power. This is the part that was too loud the first time, recording-wise, so hopefully it's not. Otherwise, I'll probably have to do it again. So it's really loud in my ears, for the record. Yeah, it's really loud. Oh, well. But yeah, so we absorb the power, and that's the slime boss. That's the first boss of the game that we're going to play, at least. And now we just leave. That's all there is to it. So yeah, this really screams Shadow of the Colossus, because, well, we're kind of small. This is the second boss we're going to take on. We're kind of a small guy fighting these giant monsters for some purpose unknown to anybody. Now this boss is actually really cool. We need to get fire. And I'm gonna just do that. Let's get the arrow. Oh man, I want the arrow kind of in the center of the room. On the fire. And then what we'll do is just let him run into it. That's the way I figured out how to defeat this boss. It actually seems to work pretty well. And then we just shoot the brain in the brain, and there's the second boss. All defeated. So yeah, I never actually played Shadow of the Colossus. I know that it's a really good game, but I never really understood the point of it. As we absorb the brain's power, we now have the power of the brain and the heart. I never really understood the point of Shadow of the Colossus and Ico, which I think those were both made by the same companies. Otherwise, if not, they were very similar games. They came out relatively close to the same time. And they felt very much the same. But I never really played either of them, and I probably should, but I never really understood them, so I never played them. Anyways, we have Mr. Blockhead. This boss is actually not that difficult. It took me a while to figure out how to beat him because I didn't know what I was doing. But his eye opens up, and that's when we shoot him. There is an easy way. if we can get him to face downwards. But yeah, he moves 4 times. 4. And then we can... hopefully... nope. Let's just get our arrow back. And let's get shot by a laser. He's surprisingly difficult just because he's relatively fast. But yeah, the game saves whenever you beat the bosses. So that is nice. Hopefully this one doesn't take us too long. And this might actually be a shorter video. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah. Let's get squashed. It wouldn't be worth it if I didn't die. Expect a lot of dying in this game. Because that's the way these types of games kind of work. It's trial and error to figure out how to beat the boss. Unfortunately for this one, the trial and error was not shown. I still have the footage for right now, but I probably won't upload it. Because like I said, the audio was just awful. And I do have some standards, you know. I don't have many standards, but I have some. Alright, so let's 2, 3, 4. And there we go. That's all you have to do. It's actually pretty easy. Just getting it in a good place is the hard part. So after this boss, there's a couple others that I've seen, but I've not fought any of the other ones. So there's that. I really hope this isn't too loud. I will be a sad panda if it is. But I'm not actually a panda. Yeah. I don't know where that idiom, I guess it would be. Would it be an idiom? I don't know. Anyways, we have... I didn't show this off. Let's explore a little bit before we go fight that boss, which is one that I have seen. But yeah, there is a nice little big pillar area. You can't do anything there. I wonder. Nope. Okay. There are some giant pillars that we can walk behind there. There's not much anything on that side of the cliffs. I do know that there are some secret bosses. I don't know where they are. I don't want spoilers or anything like that, so don't post them. No backseating. But yeah, this is probably where the next boss is going to be. That's the 4 bosses we beat. Probably once... Oh, that's probably going to become a save point once we've beaten this next boss. So let's go ahead and try to do that. Now this boss, like I said, I've seen it before in like gameplay trailers and that kind of stuff. But I've not actually fought him. So, oh, it's just a courtyard. That's kind of cool. I like the screen shake. It's a little excessive at times. But, alright, so... Can we get him to hit himself? No. Next question. Arrow does not work against that. Oh, man. Okay, I'm already dead. Stop squishing me. Okay. So... It looks like what we need to do... Obviously, we need to hit the big glowing purple eye on his chest. That is obvious. Can we get him, like, a quick kill? Oh, that was it. That's how you do it. You gotta just... Okay. He can't go past his body all that well. Like, his range of motion is limited to where you'd expect arms to be. So we need to run over here, run far, and get squished. Okay. So if you imagine, like, if you square up his body, his right arm can't go that far past his left side, you know, and past the center of his body. So that's the trick. We've got to do something like get him to slam over here, run over here, and shoot him before he slams and kills us. I'd like my arrow back, please. Thank you. Alright, so like this. And then we just gotta shoot that before... Like that. That was actually pretty easy. You probably want to stand relatively close to the center of the arena and not like way far on the back. But cool. So that boss is defeated. This game could go by really quickly, not gonna lie. There is a decent chance of that. But just because of the nature of this game, if I can figure out how to beat the bosses quickly and actually accomplish it, then it will be a quick game. But out of the frying pan, I just got an achievement. So big door opens. We can climb up the stairs. Cool. We'll go a little bit farther, but we are gonna probably... This is really cool. It's like this big hall of who knows what. This does have that Shadow of Colossus feel of you don't know why the main character is doing things. And I'm going based off of the little I know about Shadow of the Colossus. You don't know for sure why the main character is doing what he's doing. But there is something going on here. And I don't know what. And that's kind of like, you don't really, I don't know if it's super clear, at least at the beginning, why the main character of Shadow of the Colossus is fighting all these titans. I don't actually know if that's true or not. One of these days, maybe I'll play it. I think I might actually own it on Steam. So it might be something to look into at some point. Probably not anytime soon. But we stand on this and it looks like it's an elevator. Wonder if there's a boss underneath there. Who knows? I do know that there are some secret bosses. We'll see about those later. So this is actually really cool. I want to find a save point. If we just head north. Big giant eye. Okay. Yes, sir, Mr. Giant Eye, sir. Okay, we can't go in those bushes. There's a forest over here. And we can look around a little bit. That's something that I figured out a little bit ago. This is overgrown. It used to not be. So we could go into the forest. What else we got? So I think there's only like one more boss that I've actually know about in this game. In terms of like what the boss looks like. And general attack patterns. But I have been pretty good about staying away from spoilers of this game. There's a crack in that wall. There's also climbing that we can do. I just kind of want to find a save point. Is there one here? No. That did not become a save point. I bet these are going to be teleporters or something. Maybe. Who knows? Let's just go one direction and just stay that way. I don't believe there's any upgrades or anything. Okay, I have to try. Nope, okay. Had to try it. I don't know that there's any upgrades or anything that we should expect. But this is really pretty. Personally, I've always been one that doesn't really care if a game has like the latest graphics. I play Minecraft most of the time. I don't really care about graphics. But I also at the same time really do like pixelated like games, heavy pixel games. And this one is so pretty. All right. Let's go in here. What's in here? Is this a boss? Or is this like a area to go to? Looks like we're going up into a mountain. It's going to be cold. I just want something that looks like a save point. And I'm assuming... Haha, I can break those. That's kind of cool. Oh man, this is really kind of cool. Haha, this is what I was looking for. Okay. I can already see a puzzle, but it's going to have to wait until next time. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and end things off here. Ice physics. We're going to go ahead and end things off here. And then next episode, assuming that this one gets put out there, which it should. I believe my sounds are good enough. If they're not, we will. I'll adjust things. And secret. We can make fire. That's something that we're gonna have to do. If you couldn't figure that out. But yeah, we will come back next time and explore this area. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.